going to start with the second chapter, that is from hunting, gathering to growing food. Let us start with the topic, the Stone Age. The Stone Age was the period during which the early humans used tools and weapons made out of stone. The Stone Age can be divided into three periods based on the type and the quality of stone tools used by the early humans. That is the Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age and Neolithic Age. In Greek, the word paleo means old, meso means middle and neo means new. And the word lithic has been derived from the word lithos, which means stone. The Paleolithic Age extends from 2 million years to 12,000 BCE, and the Mesolithic Age lasted from 10,000 BCE to 8,000 BCE, and Neolithic Age lasted from 8,000 BCE to 4,000 BCE. Now, as you can see, the Paleolithic Age is the longest part of Stone Age. This long span of time covers 99% of human history. And the Paleolithic Age is further divided into three periods, that is the Lower Paleolithic, Middle Paleolithic and Upper Paleolithic. Let us learn about the Paleolithic people. The Paleolithic people were hunter-gatherers who wandered from place to place in search of food, water and shelter. They hunted wild animals, caught birds and fish, gathered fruits, roots, berries, nuts, seeds, and other forest produce. And when the resources of one place got exhausted, these early humans moved from one place to another. For instance, people living on the banks of rivers had to go in search of water during the dry seasons. When the rivers would dry up, these Paleolithic people moved from season to season in search of water as well as food. We call them hunter-gatherers because they used to hunt animals and gather food. The Paleolithic people lived a primitive life, and as you can see from the sketch, the early humans lived in caves and in rock shelters. The Paleolithic people, or the so-called hunter-gatherers, used stones which were available in plenty to make tools and weapons. Apart from stone, they even used wood, bone, animal horn to make tools and weapons, of which stone tools have survived best. The stone tools were used to cut and chop meat, to cut fruits and roots, to grind and crush things, to make spears and arrows for hunting. And the other tools such as hand axes were used to cut the trees, to dig the ground, to scrape the bark off the trees, and to chop wood, which was used as firewood, which can be seen as in the sketch. The hunter-gatherers, while searching for food, keenly observed and learned to understand the animal behavior and tried to adapt themselves to the surroundings. In spite of being physically weaker and slower than many other animals, they could hunt down these animals and protect themselves from them. They even learned what was edible and useful in nature. For instance, they learned to use animal skin and leaves to clothe themselves, and they used stones, wood, animal horn, bones to make tools and weapons. And most importantly, they learned how to light a fire. One of the greatest discoveries made by the early humans was a fire. It will never be known how it happened. Perhaps while rubbing two pieces of stones together, man accidentally discovered how to light a fire, or perhaps lightning struck a tree and it went up in flames. But over a period of time, humans learned the various uses of fire. They understood fire was a source of light and it even kept them warm. Fire was even used to cook food and roast meat. And the early humans used to keep a fire burning at the entrance of their caves to scare away wild animals, as can be seen in the sketch. Our knowledge about the lifestyle of early humans is based entirely on archaeological finds. These include skeletal remains of humans, animals, stone tools, artifacts made by primitive man, and his paintings on rocks and cave walls. You all must have noticed the paintings on the walls of the caves if you have ever visited a cave before. Nobody knows why these pictures were painted. Perhaps the early humans painted these to express their feelings, or perhaps these paintings may also have been done on ceremonial occasions. Bhimbetka in present Madhya Pradesh is an old Paleolithic site with caves and rock shelters. Now let us understand what exactly do we mean by the word site. Sites are the places where things such as tools, weapons, pots, and other artifacts were found. As already mentioned before, the remains of the past are usually buried under the soil, which pile up in layers over the years. Hence, when the archaeologists dig the ground, they usually find the remains of the earlier periods at lower levels and find the remains of the later periods at higher levels. Sometimes these remains are even found under water. Bhimbetka is an old Paleolithic site in Madhya Pradesh with caves and rock shelters. The early humans chose these natural caves because these caves used to provide shelter from the rains, heat and wind. And these rock shelters are close to the Narmada Valley. Bhimbetka is famous for prehistoric rock paintings. There are more than 750 rock shelters in Bhimbetka, of which nearly 500 rock shelters have paintings on them. These paintings depict scenes from everyday life, such as of men hunting either alone or in group, riding, dancing, performing religious rituals, of women grinding and preparing food, of children running, playing, jumping, and so on. A large number of animals have also been painted with great accuracy and detail. This is a sketch of animal figures painted by cave dwellers at Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. The colors used in the paintings are red, green, white, and ochre. And the first paints were perhaps made by grinding soft rocks and minerals into a paste or in a powder form. Let us learn about sites in detail. There were two types of sites: factory sites and habitation-cum-factory sites. Factory sites were those sites where finished and unfinished Paleolithic artifacts, as well as raw materials for making such artifacts were found in plenty. They were probably known as factory sites where artifacts were made on a large scale. And habitation-cum-factory sites were those sites where ash and animal remains were also found along with the artifacts. This suggests that people worked as well as lived at these sites. The Paleolithic people used crude stone tools. Flint, a type of stone, was used widely to make tools and weapons. Flint chips easily, so it was easy to mold it into different shapes and sizes. The early humans used to chip flint and other stones till they acquired the desired shape. Both big and small stones were used to make tools and weapons. The bigger stones were shaped into axe heads, hammers, and choppers. The axe head was tied to a stick, which made it even a more efficient tool. And the smaller pieces of stones were sharpened and were used as knives and scrapers. Still smaller stones were given a sharp points and were tied to arrows and spears, and these were used to hunt animals. Now let us understand the techniques of tool making. The early humans used two techniques to make stone tools, that is, stone on stone and pressure flaking. In the first technique, two stones were used. The first stone was held in one hand, and the other stone was used to strike it till it achieved the desired shape. In pressure flaking, three stones were used, and the stone to be chipped or shaped was placed on a hard and firm surface such as a rock, and a stone with a sharp edge was placed over the first stone. This stone was struck hard with another stone until the desired shape was achieved, as can be seen in the diagram. Let us learn about the Paleolithic sites. Paleolithic remains have been found in the Son River Valley in Pakistan, in the Upper Narmada region, in the Deccan, that is Nashik, Pune, Churkinivasa in Maharashtra, Hansgi in Karnataka, Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh, and places in South India such as Atarampakam near Chennai. As you can see in the map, the region around the Deccan is drained by the rivers Tapi, Godavari, Krishna, Bhima, Vardha, and their tributaries. In the Paleolithic age, rainfall in the Deccan seems to have been much heavier than it is today. This is confirmed by the finds of the remains of animals like Indian rhinoceros and wild ox, which prefer wet climates, and the region was slightly forested. Large number of Paleolithic tools made from pebbles have been found on high banks along the rivers. Remains of bones, horns, and tusks of animals, such as the wild ox and elephant, some with weapons embedded in them, suggest that the animals were hunted. The Paleolithic people of the Deccan hunted with hand axes and spears with wooden handles. They probably trapped animals by digging pits and covering them with leaves and twigs. Hansgi in Karnataka is situated in the Shorapur Doab, that is the land between the river Krishna and its tributary Bhima. This region has several springs which possibly supplied water to the people who lived here. The Paleolithic people of Hansgi made tools such as hand axes, cleavers, scrapers, knives, and other artifacts from the available limestone found in the surroundings.